Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to show you to connect a simple GPIO LED to the quantum system. So let's get started. So an LED is just a light emitting diode with two pins on it. You have a long pin here which is the anode, and then the short pin here which is the cathode. And that's pretty much it for the LED, so let's go ahead and build our circuit and connect it to the quantum system. First thing you want to do is bring out a breadboard here. We're going to take this LED and I'm going to connect the anode side to the right side of the breadboard and then the cathode to the left side, just like this. So the anode's on this one, the long pin, and the cathode, the short pin, is on the left side there. And next we're going to bring in a male-to-male jumper wire, it shows blue here, and I'm going to connect that to the anode pin of the LED, just like that. Next, I'm going to grab another male-to-male wire, a black one here, and I'm going to connect that to the cathode side of the LED to the ground rail on the breadboard. Now this is just going to help keep everything clean while we attach it to the builder base. But anyways, next we're going to take another black male-to-male jumper wire, and we're going to connect that to the ground rail here. Next, we're going to bring in our builder base and start connecting the wires. So we're going to take the blue jumper wire here that's connected to the anode pin, and we're going to insert that to a GPIO terminal on the builder base. For this one, we're going to do GP0. And then we're going to take the black male-to-male jumper wire here, and we're going to attach that to a ground terminal on the builder base, just like that. And that's pretty much how you put together an LED circuit. So let's go ahead and power this guy on, and then we're going to go to our Q server and do the rest of the setup from there. Alright, now that we're at the home screen of our Q server, let's go over and pair the builder base that's attached to that LED. So go to the Clients tab, go to Unpaired, and then go to Actions, and then click Pair for that builder base. Alright, once your client is paired, click the Setup button, and then for the name, I'm going to name this guy LED, and then just pick a random location, then click Save. Now that the builder base is paired, let's go and build the firmware file. Go to the Firmware tab on the left here, then click Create New, and then we'll name this one LED. Gonna add the hardware, and I'm gonna find an LED hardware file, there we go. And then for the name, I'll name it LED. And then click Add Hardware. Now we're gonna have to configure this hardware. So let's go into the drop-down menu, we'll select Driver, and we're gonna select the GPIO driver. And for the pin, I'm going to select GP0 because that's where I put that blue wire into. And then for mode, I'm going to select initially low. And once you do that, click Save. And now let's upload it to our builder base. So go and click Actions for that firmware file, click Upload, and then select the client that we named LED, and then click Upload. And then now you can see it's going to start the upload process here. And now while it's doing the upload, let's go and build our app. So we're going to go to the Apps tab here, click Create New. I'm going to name it LED. I'm going to click Create. I'm just going to move this guy out of the way. And then so for this video, I'm going to have it where the LED is going to be able to turn on with a physical push button that's hooked up to another builder base with the firmware file already uploaded and powered on. So if you want to do the same thing and you don't know how to connect a push button to a builder base, check out the link in the video description below. We'll have a video that will show you how to do that. But for now, we're just going to use that push button to demonstrate how to turn on the LED, and we're also going to use an interface object as well. So first things first, on the app canvas, let's bring out the LED hardware object. You know it's a hardware object because it's blue. And then we want to trigger this on and off by using a push button that I have on a different builder base. So I'm going to search button here, and you can see the blue push button hardware object is now on here. I'm going to drag a line to the LED, and there you go. And since this is the quantum system, I want to be able to turn that LED on and off from my computer or smartphone using the interface object. So you can see under interface, there is another button option. I'm going to click that and bring it out. Now this will essentially give you a button option in your dashboard when you run the app to be able to trigger on this LED. So now that's out here, I'm going to go ahead and drag it to the LED hardware object. And the last part here is we're going to name the hardware objects to help with the mapping process afterwards. So for the LED one, I'm just going to click it, go to object name, I'm going to name LED, and then click Save Properties. Make sure you do this, otherwise it won't save the name, as you can see. Yeah, so just make sure you do that. And then for the hardware button, I am going to go ahead and name this button, then click Save Properties. And there you go. Now that's your application, so let's go ahead and save it. And it looks like our firmware file is uploaded, so we're going to go ahead and run our app. So from your apps, just click Return to Apps, and then you'll be back here. And then we're going to click the play button for the LED app. Now we're going to have to map the blue hardware objects that we put in the app to the hardware that we added to the firmware file on the builder bases. So for the button here, I'm going to go click Client. You can see there's the button builder base I paired earlier, which you didn't see, with the button firmware file that I uploaded to it. I'm going to click that one. And then for the LED, I'm going to click Client. There's the LED builder base with the LED firmware file that we uploaded to it. So I'll click that one and then click Done. And then go ahead and click Save and Run to start running your app. Now, when I push this button here, that's already on one builder base, you can see it turns on the blue LED that we wired together on the other builder base. Now, since this is the quantum system, we can also turn that LED on with that interface object by going to the dashboard. So back on your Q server, go and click the dashboard button on the top right there. It'll take you to a new tab, click the LED app, and then now you can see our button interface object is here. So when I click that button, you can see the blue LED turns on here. Now to take it one step further, I can also do it from my phone. So I have my phone here. I'm on the Q server. I'm going to click the dashboard icon. I'll do this. It's the same process as on the computer. I'm going to click the LED app. Now when I push that button, you can see that the LED turns on. So that's pretty much how you connect and use a simple GPIO LED with the quantum system. If you want more information on how the LED works and how to connect it with the quantum system, or just some projects that you can use it for, check out the links in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.